I'm a couple glasses in, can't help but want a little bit of closure. Are you waiting by the phone? Are you out? Are you at home? 'Cause I can't stop picturing what you may or may not be doing. Wish my eyes could shine down on you. I wanna see what the stars say. Are you good? Are you sad? Are you missing me? Are you a little bit lonely? I wanna know what you're feeling underneath that midnight moonlight heartbreak sky. Wishing I could read your mind. You left me in the dark, and wherever you are, I wanna be. Tonight I wanna see what the stars say. Grocery store, coffee shop, I'll catch your ride. We're in line, and we stumble through small talk. And I'll be happy for you when you say you're doing fine. When you ask, I'll tell you I've been good, and it won't be a lie. 'Cause I've been good at drinking whiskey. Hell, I practice all the time. I've been good at staying busy, staying up all night. Yeah, Lord knows I've been good.
Cassadee Pope.
Hi.
Look at you, Cassadee Pope.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you again. Excited to have you back on the show, Cassadee. You know we're based in Nashville now, right?
I didn't know that. That's amazing.
I know. So another Floridian that, we love our Sunshine State, always in our hearts. But
I know. It's just like, it's the same. Like the weather gets kind of humid and gross, but it's just minus the beach, which can be a little sad. But
Yeah.
you could pop down.
True.
Pop down to Pensacola.
I know. Well, good to know, Cassadee. Well, so happy to have you on our show. We love the new song, What the Stars See. Anytime you release something, Cassadee, we love it because we know it's going to be different and good and refreshing.
Thank you.
And we'll get to the new song in a second and the video as well, Cassadee, but let's start with this. It's Grammy week. It's March 2021, the biggest music's big night kind of thing. And that week, everybody starts seeing videos of you online and on TV for IVM Watson, Grammy Education, and your style, Cassadee, just blew everybody's socks off. I mean, it's what people talked about for days after.
Oh, thanks.
Tell us a little bit about this, Cassadee, the Dolce Gabbana, the whole experience, because I'm like, gotta start with that.
Yeah, that was a pretty big deal for me. It's my first Dolce moment. My stylist, Krista Roser, is amazing. And she was just so excited to finally pull some Dolce for me. And, being able to use the fact that I was doing a shoot for the Grammys and especially for their virtual aspect was really appealing to them. So I think that was that was a perk for us to be able to use that. But yeah, I did something with IBM and the Grammys the year before with Bobby Bones, and it just went over great. So they decided to have me back, which I was so excited about and honored to do. Yeah, it was cool to just be in the mix. I've been nominated before, and I just am so grateful for that whole experience. But just to be in the mix of all the just iconic artists and just the overall week in general was really fun.
Definitely, Cassadee. And then like a week later, a month later, you co-hosted the pre-show for the ACM Awards as well. So I guess the question here is, Cassadee, is there any added new standard for you? Like what I'm saying is this: if you want to go out for brunch with your dog in East Nashville and you just want to wear a hoodie, no pun intended, and some sweatpants, is there like a standard that you have to live up to now?
No, I literally, I do not let that affect me at all. Like I was telling my boyfriend, Sam, I just visited him in LA and we were eating and we were just being idiots and like making funny faces and talking about silly shit. And I was like, we cannot ever be too famous. Cause like if we're getting like paps or, taking shots of us, whatever, making jokes, making faces, like we're going to be, ripped apart. But I also don't ever want to start the dynamic between me and my fans or me and whoever cares what I look like outside of the house when I'm just going grocery shopping. I don't want to start it with like, oh, she always looks done up. She always looks like she's bringing it. And then the day where I'm like, I don't know, I have period cramps or something and I don't want to put on jeans and I just want to wear like
Right.
sweatpants, I'm not gonna get, slammed. So I'm just like, no, I'm normal. And when I feel like dressing up, I dress up. And when I feel like dressing down, I'll do that.
Right on, right on, right on, Cassidy. All right, let's talk about what the stars see on the video. I mean, the song first, it's so uniquely yours. You wrote it with Jake Rose and Lindsay Rhymes, but the really amazing thing about it, Cassidy, is how you blend like the two sides of Cassadee Pope together. You did it in such a great way. The pop punk, how your career began, and like it's still part of your heartbeat, and country music. How fun was it to create this? I'm gonna call it the Cassadee Pope sound. How like to blend it into a song?
I like it. It was really fun. I mean, I had, at the beginning of quarantine, I had this whole plan to go in the studio and record these songs that I had written in 2019, and I loved the songs, but they weren't exactly reinventing the wheel, or it wasn't anything super unique. And really the pandemic, when that hit, and it just made me kind of pause and reflect. It made me realize I'm really missing an opportunity to do something unique and different and authentic that for me. So I just decided that I would chase this, pop punk country emo sound that I know. I know emo, I know pop punk, and I love country music. So I just went into all of my Zoom sessions in 2020 just with this in mind. And What the Stars See was written in my first ever Zoom session. It was my first one I'd ever done, and it was so crazy that we started off with that strong of a song. And then, come to the end of 2020, when I was thinking about, oh, I need to like think about what I'm going to do with this music. What the Stars See just kept coming up for me. But just really focusing on, not compromising what I love. I love heavy guitars. I love a very in your face track. And I love, sonically for things to sound like you're at a rock show in an arena. So
Right.
I was very adamant about keeping that intact, and I'm really proud of the way it turned out. And then having Karen Fairchild sing on it and Lindsay Ell playing on it just brought it all home for me, because I just love those two so much. I'm a fan, but I love them as people.
Sure.
So just to, have this sentimental project with these people that I love just has made it all feel so special.
Totally. It's great. And then the video, Cassidy, I mean, that's a whole different thing. You wear like 3 outfits in it. I mean, it was directed by Ed Pryor, executive produced by Wes Edwards, just like Blade Runner, really trippy, looks amazing. How does the idea for a video like this come, Cassidy? Like, do you come with something like, hey guys, I want to do something completely like a curveball that's gonna like how does the process work here?
Yeah, this one, I was like really, I don't know, curious to see what people would interpret. And so I didn't actually give any direction. The only direction I gave was I want it to be edgy, sexy. I don't want it to be on the nose with the storyline. I want it to be different and just look different. Like I want it to pop when it's on, CMT or YouTube or whatever. So I actually was sent all of these different treatments without the directors' names on the treatments, because my managers wanted to see what I gravitated towards, regardless of who the directors were. Because I actually had some in mind that I was like really wanting to work with, including Ed. And thankfully, I read Ed's and didn't know it was his, and I was like, "This is the one. This is so cool." There's like, some things I want to collaborate with him on, but this is the direction. And it happened to be Ed. So we got on some Zoom calls. And Wes Edwards actually directed my music video for "I Wish I Could Break Your Heart" a few years ago, which was one of my favorite videos I've ever done. And so it was really fun to get on those Zoom calls and just collaborate and just like sort of tie up some loose ends from the original treatment and just like really make it, impactful. And I was also very happy that Lindsay and Karen were available for the video, because I think them popping in as holograms just made it even more surreal and like, oh, this is like another world we're based in, So I'm hoping the whole goal is for people to just feel like they've escaped this reality, and because it can be a little crazy sometimes, especially these days, and just enjoy this like Blade Runner, like 80s / futuristic kind
Mission
of video.
accomplished, dude. Like you really took it somewhere. I can't wait for the rest of the album. This is like the first appetizer. Amazing.
Yes, definitely. There's more where that comes from.
Love it, Cassidy. Okay, you've been so good with your time, and I know you have a busy day. I want to play a little game with you, if that's okay. It's called Flip the Tune, Cassidy.
Okay.
And it's simple. The premise is simple. We play 10 seconds clips of your songs, 3 of them, but in reverse.
Oh,
and we
I love
and we
that.
just want to know how well you know your own songs. Are you down for that?
Yeah, we'll see. Gosh.
All right. All right. Let's start with the first one, Cassadee Pope. Let's do it.
Okay.
And away we go. Please.
Is that wasting all these tears?
That is wasting all these tears. Very good.
The first few seconds I was like, oh, definitely, and then it just got into some other stuff. I was like, wait, I don't know.
Very good. Very good. I think you're gonna do great. You already did better than like half of the people. Okay. Second one of 3. Here we go.
First of all, it sounds like I'm speaking a different language. That's like so trippy. Is it? It's from the acoustic album. Is it Counting on the Weather?
Hoodie.
Oh,
It's Hoodie. Close. Close, Cassadee. Okay. All right. Not bad. 1 out of 2. And here's for the passing score, if you will. Last one. You got it.
oh.
You got this.
Okay, so I thought I knew, and then it changed. And is it How You Love Me Now?
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Passing score, Cassadee Pope. Amazing.
Yay. That's awesome.
Cassadee, it's always a pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you for having me.
You are absolutely killing it out there. Keep doing your thing, man. Absolutely.
Thank you. And welcome to Nashville.
Thank you. Thank you, Cassadee. Take care. Catch you with you soon.
You too. Bye.